Well, thanks again for joining me for another video on generosity. And I hope by sharing a main point and a question to ponder and a baby step to take, that it helps you to become a more generous person, or as Paul writes, to excel in the grace of giving. And so today's main point is simply this: we give what you have already given to us. We give just what God has already given to us. And so I want to use a prayer of King David as he's getting together all the supplies for the temple. He wanted to build a temple for God. God said, "You're not going to build the temple. Solomon will build the temple." But David gets together all of the resources for this. And in the midst of all of this, he has this beautiful prayer that I want to share with you. It's recorded in 1 Chronicles 29. I'm just going to read a few of the verses, starting in verse 12. David says this: "Wealth and honor come from you. You are the ruler of all things. In your hands are strength and power to exalt and to give strength to all. Now, our God, we give you thanks and praise your glorious name. But who am I and who are my people that we should be able to give as generously as this? For everything comes from you, and we have given you only what comes from your hand." And I love that prayer. That is so ingrained in my soul. And it reminds me of our key point that we give what you have already given to us. And if that's true, we should give more away. Sort of reminds me, as a kid, one of the things my grandma did to teach me generosity is she would place a nickel when I was young in my hand before the offering plate came around. And our job was to take the nickel from her and to place that in the offering plate. And we got a little older, it was a dime, and then it grew to a quarter. And really, what she was teaching me is exactly this point, that I'm not giving anything of mine away. I'm only giving what my grandmother gave to me. But that's in essence what I'm doing now in my giving, is I'm just giving to God what He has first given to me. And so this is why I connect so much with David's prayer. Who am I that I should be able to give as generously in this? Because everything comes from you, and I've given you only what you have first given to me. And so if that's true, we should give away more if we're just giving away what God has given to us. And so let me ask you this question to ponder. What would you like St. John to be known for? What do you want your church to be known for? And I hope above all of the activities and the worship, the music and the drive-through nativities and the pumpkin patch and all the things that we do, I hope what we're known for is for our generosity in our community, that we just so love people and we are so generous with what God has given to us. And so here's my simple baby step for you today. Would you just pray this prayer of David every day this week? You can expand it if you want to go a little farther in chapter 29, but even if you just take those verses 12 to 14 and just say this prayer every day for a week, see if it doesn't transform the way you think about generosity. So thanks for joining us for this video, and I hope you join us for the last one next week.